Okay, let's see if anyone is there. Can you hear me? All right, I'm gonna wait a second and see if anyone is here. Wait a second and see if anyone is here. All right, let me do that. Okay, I'm going to test the sound. And if anyone's there, let me know if you can hear me. Let's see. Let me see something. Click, click, click. Okay, so hi everyone. I had to push the time back because I really just got home. Some of my friends dragged me out this evening, but I'm here with you all now. How has everyone been doing? Hey, Sleepy Bee. Okay, the sound is okay. Okay, great. Yeah, how's everyone been doing? Everyone is good? Okay, let me see. What is this? Okay, so let me send this over to my laptop because I do want to talk about this, right? I do want to talk about, of course, the subject at hand. And I think that it's important for us to get into this for various different reasons, right? For various different reasons. So let me send some of this stuff over to my laptop because I have 5,000 things in my phone. So let me go to my mail, my inbox. And let me send myself these photos. Nope. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let me email these to myself. Mail. Send anyway. Actual size. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to open this. Let me download this. Okay. So let me close this. Matter of fact, let me close this. And I was looking at so much stuff. I hope I'll be able to find it. I'm the person that has like 12 tabs open on Internet Explorer. So, yeah. All right. So, spiritual mammying, what is that? Right? So, for those of us in this space, the mammying, right? The taking up for people, particularly men, if you're a woman, who do you harm, who don't do anything to help you, and all kinds of things like that, right? But whatever's done in the physical is done in the spiritual as well. And I want to start the conversation with this. I think I was on Instagram 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and I was watching someone do a live stream. It was a spiritual live stream. I was on Instagram, I'm watching this live stream, and this person was talking about, she wasn't talking about relationships or anything like that. She was just literally talking about, like people were asking questions, random questions or whatnot. And um, this question was, let me see. Let me see. Which one is it? There was someone, she was asking why, I don't want to share in the tab. She was asking um why her ancestors were kicking her boyfriend's ass, right? So, and if I can never get the picture up, y'all know I'll be struggling. So, she asked the spiritual worker, what can she do to stop her ancestors from kicking her boyfriend's ass? And then the spiritual worker asked her, what why would they just be attacking him? And, she just said, well, he did me wrong. He screwed me over, but, I forgave him and they're still attacking him. And I was just like, that's interesting because your spirits aren't just going to attack anyone for any reason. I mean, just without a reason, they're just not going to do it. They are going to do what they do to protect you and bring you out of situations that don't work for you, right? So, what she wanted her ancestors to do, basically what she was saying is stop protecting me from him. Because her spirits were kicking his ass, right? So I was just like, wow, it just really made me think that for some women, the idea of doing whatever, just to keep a man, just to have a man in their lives who do them wrong, they'll do some of anything. Even when it comes to, trying to get spirits, your spiritual court to stop protecting you. Hey, Nicole. So, and I'm just like, something is wrong. Something is wrong. Why is it that? And I see it so many times. Why is it that, especially with us as women, why is it that we do this? What's up with the physical and the spiritual mamming? What is going on so much so that we'll do some of anything to keep a man around, including using our powers, our spiritual work, our spiritual protection, instead of doing things and asking for your life to be better. We're mammying in the spiritual realm, or they're mammying in the spiritual realm, doing whatever they can to keep a man. And I find that highly, highly problematic, right? Highly, highly problematic. So let me see if I can get this up here. I do want to have a discussion, maybe surrounding this, because I just don't know. Um, uh, I just don't know what the issue is. I just don't understand what I just don't understand. So Okay, Nicole Slay says generational curses that get passed down and they don't grow from. I mean, that could be a reason, right? That could be a reason, but I mean, like eh, if you're if you went to your spiritual court for help, or you're crying to your people because something has really, really made you upset to the point where you're crying, this isn't like a parking ticket or getting a flat tire or your favorite restaurant closed before you got something to eat. This is something that brought you emotional distress and enough turmoil to which you went and cried to your spiritual people. And your spiritual people said, "Don't worry, I got you." And your spiritual people start kicking ass. But then when they start kicking ass of the person who harmed you, you're out here like, no, 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 please stop. What's can anybody explain to me what's going on with that? Yeah, it is a thought, Nicole. It is a thought. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Hey Nyla, yeah, I don't know what that means, and I don't know um I don't know what that means and why that's like that. You know what I mean? So let me see if I can bring this tab up, this picture up over here on this side, because I really want us to, have the conversation. I have some more examples of this floating around, because baby, I don't know what it is. And we're also gonna talk about those who I closed out that email account, those who try and use their powers to mammy, right? So let me see if I can get this to work. Bye bye. Okay, those are my friends texting me. Okay, let me see if I can. I'll have to come back to that. So let me see if I can add this one in here. Okay, let me know if you all can see this. Because, and I'm not going to keep it up here for long. Let me remove her name on there, because I don't want her name to be out here on the internet. Her saying that, I'm just out here just spreading her information out here. So let me screenshot this again and then send this over, because like I said, we need to talk. Let me no, I want the fat one. Child, I didn't say pink, I said black. Because I was confused. Okay, done. Let me mail this to myself and pull this up real quick. Bye-bye. Actual size. All right, boom. Done. Okay, let me go back to my email and pull this up. Y'all be proud of me. I'm figuring it out. Okay. Okay. So this is smeared out enough. Okay, let me add this to the stream. Okay. So can you all see this? Let me know if you all can see this. I mean, this could be a reason. Sounds like they weren't ready or serious for what they asked for. But I mean, like, if you're not ready for things, and I tell people this all the time, then don't ask for them. But your spiritual people have I think I got it, Nyla. If y'all can see it, I got it. I'm learning, y'all. Okay, so he messed up. He messed up. She forgave him, but they still tearing his ass up. They tearing him up, but she trying to get them to stop. Why? 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 Who has theories on this? Better yet, because we don't talk. I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna open up the stream and we're gonna have a quick little conversation. I'm gonna open it up and we're gonna have a conversation. Let me open up these other pictures. Which one is this? Okay, and this one is coming from this one that I'm about to show you is coming from a Facebook group. One of the Facebook groups I'm in. And tab. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, let me go back, child, because we gotta. Yes, yes, she was trying to save him from her ancestors, but remember, it wasn't her. It was him who did something that was egregious enough for her to cry to her ancestors, and they tearing him up. And now she's like, wait, no. Spiritual mamming at its finest. Spiritual mamming at its finest. But wait, check this one out. Okay, I'm gonna give you all some time to read this real quick. And like I said, this is from this spiritual Facebook group that I am in. I will not share the name of the group. I won't. But just know that yeah. Yeah. Hey, starry eyed. Yeah, so I want you all to read this. What's wrong with this picture? What's wrong with this picture? Can someone tell me what's wrong with this picture? What's wrong with this situation? And again, I don't know what it is with, I know we talk about XYs, but sometimes something is wrong with the XXs too. What's wrong? So instead of dealing with the person that made a commitment to you, you want to go after another woman. And see, it was funny because I was talking to Mr. Hoodoo this morning and I was just like, some people just really hate women. And he was just like, you know what? That's true. And a lot of times it's other women. I was like, you know what? You're right. You're right. This lady is out here conjuring up and using her works to not deal with the person who committed to her, but the woman that the person who committed to her allowed in. Make it make sense. Girl, did she climb the mountain or did she buy real estate up there? I mean, is she ready to move in? The spiritual mammy mountain. She's hard headed and got a fighting spirit, ma'am. You're taking this out on the wrong person. You're taking it out on the wrong person. Like you should be tearing his ass up. And I get it. Like sometimes, there are situations where, he's the provider, this, that, and the third. It's hard to get out of some things, but come on now. Come on now. Spiritual Mammy Mountain. Okay. And this is just some of the stuff that I was looking at that I could find in like 10 minutes in this group that I'm in. Let me bring up something else. Let me bring up the next example. Oh, here's one. And you all are going to love this. Read this one from the same group that I'm in. Like I said, I won't give out those details. But yeah. And I underlined the interesting parts. Full blown examples, full blown examples of climbing spiritual mammy mountain. This person is trying to fight another woman for the man. What's Can someone please tell me what's up with climbing spiritual mammy mountain? Using your magic, using what you have access to for this shit. Whatever happened to, building your financial future? Making sure your children are safe and healthy and happy. What about using your magic to, you know, get get the crime out of your neighborhood? What happened to using your magic for, for all kinds of things? Making sure you have somewhere to live. Getting scholarships and stuff for your children to go to school. What happened to using your magic for that? No, but instead people are out here choosing Mammy Mountain. The spiritual mammy. Does anybody? I mean, like I said, I know what happens in the physical, but really, we moving this on to the spiritual. Really moving this on to the spiritual mammy, and I see it all the time. Why? Yeah, seriously are. Seriously are. And like I said, this is just some of the things that I've seen. I've even had people ask me to, hey, can you help me curse such and such because this person is da 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 with my husband. I'm just like, no, I ain't doing that. This, 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 and doing the work so that the people who like relations with children can go to jail. That's what you use your work for. Criminals. You use your work against criminals, against the sex traffickers, against the pedos, against the people who, like to R word you, who steal from you, who try to harm you and your children. That's what you use your work for, to better your life, get that scholarship, go to school, get into that program, get that job, your house, your health, things like that's what you use your work for. But no, people like spiritual mammy mountain. People like spiritual mammy mountain. And I don't understand why. So what I'm going to do is, and we can have a discussion about this. I'm opening up the panel tonight, baby, because we need to talk. We need to talk because I don't understand. I don't understand. And like I said, I know what happens in the physical, but child, wait. I think there's another one that I have to share with you all. Let me go back and look. I think there's another one that I found because child, I was just like, oh, yep, here's one too. Here's another one. Yeah, here's another one. What can I do to bring back my boyfriend? Can someone help? If he wanted to be with you, he would be with you. If he wanted to be with you, he would be with you. Sometimes things end, and that is okay. But it's the sheer desperation. I'm guessing that's what it is. I'm guessing it's just pure desperation to have a man, to keep a man, to be like, that's the only thing I can think of. So what can you do to bring back my boyfriend? Can someone help? Eyes is provided what's needed. Spiritual Mammy Mountain. It is. Yep. Absolutely. This is what you do work for so many various things. Protection. And you can do that. One that's single, not one that's gonna harm you and all like that. Like I've seen people do that. But child, going back to, you know, trying to get the woman that your man cheating on you with, baby, he don't want you. He don't want you. If he did, he would be there. But you're spiritually mammy. Like I have used so much work to help and benefit. I'm not saying I'm a saint at all. But what I'm saying is when things need to get done, it needs to get done. Making sure, it was getting real crazy here in the a couple years back when everyone was buying up houses left and right and we needed somewhere to live. I made sure we had somewhere to live. I made sure our house sold for the highest amount that any house sold in a neighborhood. Making sure that my mom has money, making sure that my sister has money, making sure, that my parents have money and protection, just basic stuff that I do for them. Helping some of my clients, helping myself, getting Mr. Hoodoo the surgery that he needed without having to pay a dime. Like this is the type of things that I used to work for. Right. But don't y'all come to me talking about help me get this man. I'm gonna refund your money. I'm gonna refund you. Because we're not doing that. We not doing that. We're not doing that. So let me see if I have one more to share with you all that I found because child, let me see. Oh, yep, here's another one. And these are all different women, and these are women of all races, backgrounds, nationalities. Check this one out. Stop talking to me. I did a reading on myself and saw that he was angry over a question I asked that made him see me differently. What is a good ritual to soften his heart to me once again and bring him back? Ma'am, ma'am, y'all come get y'all girl. Time and time and time again. Spiritual Mammy Mountain. So I'm going to get the link and I am going to open this up so we can have a quick discussion. But for real, shout out to Shireen Webster. I'm teaching my daughter, to manifest, to become her greatest version, intuition, guidance. Yes, 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 yes. And that's one of the best spiritual gifts and gifts, as a woman, as a mother, as a spiritual being that you can give to your child. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. The spiritual mammy over a man, fighting another woman for a man, trying to bring back a man that does not want you. Like it's not it's no surprise that when it comes to readings and work and stuff like that, the topic of relationships is a big one. And here's something that I recently thought about. Like, with men, like as we see, Taz and Nyla, they have these discussions with people. For men, it's, relationships and sex is like it's always on their brain. But for women, it's like holding on to a man. It's holding on to a man. Like I said, make no mistake about it. People come to me for readings for various different reasons. But it is no surprise that women want to find out about relationships, why this man left her, did she do something wrong? I really gave him my all. I gave him everything. And what did I do? Is he ever coming back? You know, and I'm here to service the clients, but ladies, we can't be out here saying that we are this and that and the third, we're powerful, this, that, but you pulling a spiritual mammy. You're buying real estate on spiritual mammy mountain. So yeah, I don't understand. What do you all think? We're going to discuss it. Um, Let me get the link. I'm gonna put it here for anyone who let me go copy. Let me copy this. And I'm gonna put the link in here so you all can um let me close this out first. I'm gonna pin the link so you all can come on in so we can discuss. So we can discuss. Okay, so let me do that there. So I just pinned it to the top. And if anyone wants to come up, I know it's not a lot of people here. Um, but if anyone wants to come up so we can discuss really quick, feel free to come on up so we can kind of discuss. And Nyla, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this too. Um, I love to hear your thoughts on this too. If you have, time and aren't busy, because we have to stop doing this. We can't be out here celebrating Women's History Month and all this stuff, and you know, you got a condo on Mammy Mountain, and then you got a house on Spiritual Mammy Mountain. We can't do that. Yeah, some self esteem. Some self esteem. Some self esteem. I just don't, and just know that when I'm teaching you all, and just know that when I'm sharing things with you all, via classes and when I'm doing readings and just I really want to specifically talk about, my different classes and webinars that I have, coming up. I mean, you can do whatever you want for your life with the information, that you learn through my classes and my webinars. But, you know, w- with great power comes great responsibility. I mean, like I said, you can do whatever you want. Once you learn from me, you can do whatever you want. But I bet not catch one of y'all out here spiritually. Like I'm not here to teach you to be a spiritual mammy. I'm not. Like I'm not here to teach you to be a mammy. I'm not here. The things that I teach you all is so that you can apply different things to various areas of your life. Your career, you know, create your spiritual space, things like that. Um, But I mean, if you want to go mammy, go ahead and mammy. But just make sure that you learn everything from every one of my classes because I'm not gonna help you fix anything. I'm just not because I'm not here to fix any type of mammying that you have going on. I'm just not. Now, if you want help getting out of a situation, someone you don't want to be with anymore, someone who's abusive, you're trying to, make sure your children are taken care of. You want custody because the other parent, isn't good for. I will help you because I helped, you know, one of my former clients, and good friends. I helped her, get her children back. She was having issues with the state that she lived in. Helped her get her children back. So they can drop all of that, child stuff. So I'm here to help you with that and teach you so you can learn and so you can grow. But I'm not here to help you spiritually, mammy. Don't come to me for that. I'm just letting you all know. And I think we have Starry Eyed here, so I'm gonna bring Starry Eyed um up. Hey girl.
Hello, it's so nice
How
to
are
speak to you
you?
again. I just got off of work. Okay, my ankle hurts. I bought this
Oh no.
massager off Amazon and it is so beautiful. It's so wonderful.
Mm,
So I just ate some smothered chicken and rice. I
mhm.
got a massage. I took a shower and I feel great. Okay, I feel amazing. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I went out with my girlfriends this evening. I told them, listen, y'all not gonna have me out to 2 a.m. this weekend. I'm about to go home.
Nice.
So yeah, and there was a lovely gentleman there with us. He's the best friend of one of my girlfriends, and he paid for everybody at the table tonight. So he can come around anytime.
I
Um
know that's right.
yeah, so yeah, Story Eye. What do you think about this?
So I'm honestly, oh my God, especially since joining these spaces, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because I feel like a lot of times we point out because they're so vocal too. We point out how men constantly, their conversations focus around dating, but then
Mm,
like so do a lot of these women. You know
mm-hmm,
what I'm saying? Like not, I mean, Nyla calls it out all the time. These so-called BWE spaces, they just want to talk to each other, and that's why I'm saying like, let them talk and do what they got to do over there, as long as you keep that over there. But I'm honestly not surprised. I think it's ridiculous. Like that's why I said what I said in my comments. Like get some esteem, self-esteem or something. Like y'all trying to break people's homes up and like you're trying to get in the middle. Like you causing more trauma. Like that. Like if you're under, even if you understand like the spiritual world or just the flow of energy, like that comes like that's what you're putting out in the world. That's gonna come back to you. Why are you why are you creating this over a man, ma'am? I need you to go like I don't know, do some meditation. You know what I'm saying? Get a journal. You get some tea, okay? Something like go get a hobby. Something like sis, you setting yourself up for failure.
yeah, no, I agree. And I would also say that, piggybacking off of what you said, like some meditation in a journal. Like a lot of times, and I've done readings for, I can't tell you how many women over the years, and I've really only had like over the years, maybe five male clients who wanted to get a reading. Um, but mostly women, right? It's like 99.9% women. Okay, that's fine.
Right.
When I say that sometimes my readings turn into shadow work sessions, meaning that we
Ooh,
got to get to the root of some things.
right.
And sometimes I find that some people don't want to get to the root of why
Hmm.
they're doing things that they're doing, which is sometimes it's spiritual mammying. I mean, it is what it is. Like I'm not gonna put
Absolutely.
anyone's specific business out there, but the spiritual mammying. So, I have to go into that place with my client to help my client, come to a better understanding of themselves and the things that they need to tackle. So, so they can move on in the future, right?
Hmm.
So, but yeah, it's getting to the point to where I don't want to deal with love and relationships as far as readings go because I see
Hmm.
so much pleading and begging and wanting to and we're being honest here, like we're having an adult big girls conversation here. It's just getting to the point where I just see so much just craziness, crying, get want a man, have to be taken, have to, and we'll put up with so much foolishness, or wondering why he abandoned you and the baby. Is he coming back? No, he's not coming back. He's not. Um, why would you want someone whose energy doesn't want you?
Right.
The mammy, right? So, like I said, it's getting to the point where I may in the future just rule out any type of love and relationship type readings and like input, like um betterment, what can I do to create a better future, like type stuff like that, because the way that I am is just that type of energetics is so antithetical to who I am. It does, like I have to take a moment after that and just wonder why some women will mammy and just do whatever and just feel the lowest of the low down in their core and their soul, but it's okay because they're trying to get the man. Like,
Right. I was gonna say that, like, my first thought was like, it's just you're kind of remaining stagnant, bringing about an energy that, clearly isn't going or wanting to change, So because even in some instances, these women are trying to force, you know, people to act in a particular way, which is, another thing you just like, shouldn't you know not to do that? But like, it's just they're trying to progress, but like like when you think about like the roots of something, like you're trying to progress something with bad roots. Like, why are you like, again, you don't see how that flow of energy, the way I see it, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You don't see how that's a bad thing, or how that's like you're creating destruction. You're creating destruction.
Hmm.
And that's why I say, like, it's, it kind of goes back. I mean, I know you specifically were saying what love and relationship type readings, but it just speaks to like people's mentality, you know what I'm saying? They I need, like, there's more to life than that,
Hmm.
or like even other places to look, you know what I'm saying? And I guess that's why I refer to it as stagnant, because you choose to like sit around stagnant water. You're just gonna, it gets sick and infect, like it's literally creating destruction. And like I don't see how people don't see that. And especially now where like it's just the information is all out, you know what I'm saying? It's like people are talking about it in all these communities, even if people are passing around bad information, still the conversation's being had. And they just like, oh, I want a man and help me get this man that I don't. And I'm just like, girl, this is
Yeah.
a good conversation though, because I didn't think about going as far out as the community. That's why I had to point out because that's a good idea. Like, why not do that?
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, like, yeah, that type of energy from those readings are usually very, very low vibrational because there's just such a sense of desperation in it.
Right.
Like for example, I think it was like 2020, right? And
Hmm.
I'll never forget this. I will never forget this. This was like June of 2020. Um, I had a reading with a young lady, and um she loved her child's father so much, but he literally told her, um, "I don't like you. I don't love you. I've never loved you." Um, he said, "I've never loved you. I don't want this baby.
Mm.
Stop contacting me. Stop calling me. I don't want you all." And when I tell you, she asked me 6 ways from Sunday during that reading, like, "Are you sure he's not coming back?" "Yes, I'm sure." You know what I mean? So, and it's very, when you do the type of work that I do, like I know, we talk about like spiritual protection when doing readings and stuff like that. And I am, but I'm so empathetic when I'm doing these readings because I'm getting, the visions, the impressions, like I'm getting the emotions and stuff
Hmm.
off, when I'm talking to clients, and um, I don't want to block that. But yeah, sometimes it can be very, very low vibrational. And I'm just like, I want to save you, but I can't save you because you don't
You
want
gotta do
to
it
be
yourself.
saved. You
Right.
want this.
Hmm.
And it really hurts my heart at times. Um it really hurts my heart at times, so yeah, like I said, I understand like there are some people who have been reading for the public for 20 years or so. And I remember I used to see some of them say, like, I don't do relationship readings anymore. And I'm just like, well, why not? Like, your client has, like an issue. I understand now. I understand now because we're just like, where's the empowerment? The
Right.
empowerment is not um building a 3 bedroom, 3 bathroom house at the top of Spiritual Mammy Mountain. Like that's not empowerment. It's not.
So do you think like so we're seeing, all these messages that's these desperate messages essentially. So if you think that do you think that if a different message was pushed just as much, you know what I'm saying? Like with more sensible stories because I'm not saying they have to be perfect like everything went 100% well, but like more stories being pushed like this is the difficulty or not even that. It doesn't even have to be relationship bound. I'll take that back. But if like more questions about spell work to doing, like if more people spoke about it, but I guess that's just people will have to just talk about it. Do people talk about it as much?
Oh yeah, I mean, do you mean as far as like from a spell work perspective, or do you
Hmm.
mean as far as from like a self-worth perspective, or
I guess I was talking about from a spell work
I
perspective.
mean, I'll
Never
say this. When it comes to spell work,
mind.
the conversations are being had. You just have to be in the places where the conversations are being had. Like the the pictures I was showing you all tonight were from this Facebook group I'm in. And again, I'm not gonna tell you all the name of the group. I'm not supposed to be sharing stuff, but I'm sorry. We just need to talk about certain things when I see it.
Hmm.
But I say that to say conversations about so many things are being had, right? They
Hmm.
are being had. And I do see them, like I said, when it comes to that group, I do see them um, trying to help them people help themselves in whatever way possible. Hey, what can I do to, pass my tests? Or what type of work can I do to make sure I get into medical school? What can I do to ensure me and my child have somewhere to stay? What can I do to, get rid of this abusive partner? So like the conversations about different types of spell work are being had, but 99.9% of the time when it's the love and relationship ones about um the dynamics between men and women, it's what I've seen is it's the women
Is that oh
doing exactly what I showed you in these pictures tonight. What can I do to and I don't know if you all noticed that one where the woman said she wanted to fight the mistress. That one
yeah.
had like 35
Oh my gosh.
comments. And I think I remembered writing on that one just like she's not the problem. It's
Yeah.
him. And like the men were saying, why are you even the men were saying, why are you fighting her? It's him. So they know that women would do some of anything for them, but even they were telling her, "Why are you trying to fight her?" And I was just like, "You know what? I can't take this." And I think I scrolled off. Like, I can't take it. Um, but no, the conversations are had. The internet is free. You got to pay Comcast or whoever, but the internet's free, and
Right.
all types of work. Like we're in the information age to where it's not hard to Google and find out some information about how to
Hmm.
do certain things. But yeah, no, being that that group is more of a group of I don't wanna say professional spellcasters or workers, I wanna say we're more willing to try things and various types of things in there. Um, but no, when it's usually women, when it comes to the love and relationships, get my boyfriend back, things like that. And this is a group with 15,000 people in it, something like that, so it's not a little thing. So if we take that and combine that with what we see women doing. It's the mammying has gone 6D into the sixth dimension.
Oh,
Like,
it's done transcended. What is going? That's disappointing. That's very disappointing. I'm sorry, I missed the beginning of the stream, but oh my goodness, are you serious?
hmm
Like I kept saying,
yeah,
like I know the message is getting pushed, but I just needed to penetrate some more. Like, come on, y'all.
and I'm just like, yeah, yeah, exactly. And I
She
mean,
said,
like,
fight the myth. I'm sorry, that's not funny, but since you trying to fight, like physically, like hand fight, like first of all,
yeah,
I don't
she
want
was.
no bruises on my body at
Yeah,
all.
no, this woman was
Sis,
in one of the pictures that
really?
I showed. The woman was trying to, she was soliciting spiritual work advice on what she could
Hmm.
do to curse the mistress that her husband was with instead of dealing with him when he's the one who committed to you.
Right.
Make it
Mm.
make sense.
I'm
Yeah.
glad. I guess I'm grateful that it doesn't make sense to me.
It,
You know
it,
what I'm
it-
saying?
yeah, and then there was another woman who wanted to break up a couple so she could have the man. Like, yeah, it was just like send the flood because I don't know what's going on.
If he's gonna do that to her, what makes you
Man,
think he won't do it to you? I thought, like, don't we know this?
like I said, and then someone whose boyfriend left her. How can I get my boyfriend back? He doesn't want you, but you trying to do work to get this man back.
Just to get him back. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah,
And that's what I'm
so
saying. Like, you messing up on dimensions. So that's not a good idea at all.
yeah, like I really would. I just want us as women to do better and to not think so low of ourselves that we have to spiritually degrade ourselves into doing things to try and you know keep someone that doesn't want you, that doesn't love you.
I think that's also a good reason to make sure you focus on protection.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree. And I said that in the spiritual protection class that I had, what was that, like January? Because people will try you. I say make sure you spiritually protect all the things that you love and care
Rarely.
about. If you have a good, well harmonized, loving, caring relationship with your spouse and he takes care of you, you guys are great, you know, um, put some protection on that.
Hmm.
Because women will try. Women will try. And again, um, I don't know if you remember me saying it or not, if you came in after I said it. I was talking to Mr. Hoodoo this morning, saying that, like, some people really do just hate women. And he was just like, it's a lot of women that hate women too. I was like, you know what, babe, you're right. A lot of it comes with women who hate women. And we see it in, the Nyla covered the Queen Mammy and the other
Hmm.
the other child, yeah, the Nyland has have, had conversations around, these women that will just have you just doing some of anything for men. And I'm just, like I said, Mr. Hoodoo had a point. Is he's like a lot of it is really, a lot of women hate women. Yeah, and we can see Nyla's comment right here. She says, I had someone on this app asking for spell work to break me and Taz up because she was mad he rejected her. She even tried to do death spells on me to get to him. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Spiritual mamming.
That's crazy.
Spiritual mamming. So like I don't even like on my personal, because like I have, Eclectic Tarot on IG or whatever. But on my personal IG, I don't put up pictures of Mr. Hoodoo and I don't, you know, really talk about things that he and I do so much. Like as far as you all know, like we play Uno and he cooks. But as far as
Mm-hmm.
like other things, because people will try because they don't have what you have, or they feel like they can't, or just, the energy of desperation. Remember, I talked about don't get in the energy of desperation. That energy of desperation, having them out here spiritually manning.
I just be wondering, like, y'all don't feel embarrassed? Like, oh, this is embarrassing. I guess not. I mean, it's happening, so well.
Yeah. Does anybody else want to share? Come up and join the conversation. I know it's not too many people in here. It's Friday. You guys are having a good time, which is fine. I want that for you. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild out here. And I'm just, ladies, like I said, don't spiritually mammy. Use your gifts, use your works to better yourself, to elevate yourself. The theme for what the past 5 years, level up, level up, level up. Take your career to new heights. Take your business to new heights. Move into that apartment or house that you wanted. Um, Move into that house or that apartment that you've always wanted. Move, take the trips that you've always wanted. Do something good for yourself. But don't be out here uh using your works to harm other women, but then during Women's History Month and any other time you're talking about how X Y's do you. Mm-mm. We can't do that. We can't do that. We
Well,
can't we
thank
can't
you.
do that. We can't do it, and I don't advocate for it. I really want you all to literally develop your practices so you can live your best lives. That does not involve spiritually mamming or trying to harm other women for penis, for eggplant, right? So, like, I still can't get over this right here. Really, really, and this is why I'm an advocate for spiritual protection of all kinds. Use it, employ it, because people out here doing all types of craziness, all types of craziness. Yeah. So, do you have any other thoughts you want to share with us, Starry Eye? And shout out to Starry Eye, because Starry Eye is always here with the links, the support, the likes. Shout out to Starry Eye, no matter where she is. Shout out to Starry Eye.
Thank you.
Starry Eye always comes through. So shout out to Starry Eye.
I'm here for it.
Yeah,
No, I agree 100% with all that you said. And like, not to just say that I agree, I actively do it. So it's worth it. It's better, and like self investment is all.
absolutely.
It gives so much. Oh my goodness, my skin is so much softer. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh, like it just be the little things, okay? And
Mm-hmm.
like, oh my
Oh
goodness,
yeah.
the glow up is real,
Mhm.
okay?
That's what you're
And
supposed to be doing, spiritually glowing up, using your spiritual work to glow up and level up. That's what you're supposed to be using it for.
I'm gonna continue. So that was my final thought, and everybody should do it too. And thank you for having me up here.
Absolutely. Always, 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 always. Again, shout out to the beautiful starry eyed.
Thank you.
Let me know if you want me to drop you down.
Oh yeah, I'll drop down. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
I'll drop it. Yeah, so spiritual mamming, it is a thing that unfortunately women do. So, ladies, make sure you all are investing in yourself. And if you have to, use your works to, lift your spirits, raise your self-esteem, move you from one circumstance to another. Understand that your worth and your value is not in whether or not you are partnered. Um, because I've seen things get to the point now where some people will just say, any man. And I'm just like, any man? Really? You sure? You sure that's what you want? And just doing some of anything for a man, including spell work to get other people's men or, just all types of foolery. So I'm thankful that you were protected too, because the thing about it is the mammying, and I know Nyla has talked about this before, those type of women that do that, they are very dangerous. Like we talk about men, but those type of women are dangerous. I dealt with an unwoman where I used to work at back in like 2013. I dealt with an unwoman, and I wasn't even on my spiritual grind back then. I really didn't know anything back then. I wasn't practicing back then. But yeah, found out that that unwoman threw me under the bus at the workplace I was at because she was jealous that men in the workplace would, come by my desk and talk to me and things like that. And she didn't get the attention anymore. That unwoman threw me under the bus and literally got me fired. Lying, spiritual mammying, and all of the like. So it's real out there. So, like I said, now I know better. And I do better. And just be on the lookout, everyone. Because the spiritual mammies, they out there. They are out there ready to do some of anything to harm you, move you out of the way. Yeah, true story, starry eyed. Yeah, they're ready to harm you, move you out of the way for male attention. For male attention. And the funny part was she was married. Like I was married, she was married. Like I'm not there looking for y'all, looking for no man. I'm trying to remove people from the network because they're not answering my emails. That's all I'm there for. But no, like I had a reading with someone and the reading told me like, yeah, the woman that wears the glasses with the ponytail is who did it. I was like, okay, so I know who it was. Yep. Yep. So ladies, don't be out here spiritually mamming. Do not be climbing Mammy Mountain. Do not be caping for them, taking up for them. People who don't want you, people who don't love you. Don't be out here trying to harm other women spiritually for a man, for male attention, for the male gaze, for any of that. So, ladies, I hope y'all protection is good. Hey, Nyla. Drinking some water. Yeah, 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 yeah. I really hope that you all, you put up your protections for real because you don't know who is, gunning for your life or, the type of glow or attention that you have. But the spiritual mammies are out there. I know we talked about the spiritual nakers before, but the spiritual mammies, they out there too. The spiritual mammies are out there. The spiritual mammies are out there. They're out there. Yeah, say no to the mountain. No to the mountain. Yeah, don't be out here um casting spells to get someone else man. Are you that, you think that less of yourself? You think that low of yourself? And I know that culture has taught a lot of women to fight the other woman. Oh, I'm gonna get that bitch. You should be spiritually giving him ED so he can never get it up again, because he's the one who betrayed you. Give him spiritual ED. Give him, stuff he need antibiotics for after he out of your life. But don't be out here harming other women because you a mammy. Don't be out here harming other women and working on women because you a mammy. You need to fix yourself. You need to fix yourself. All right. So yeah, like I said, make sure your protection is good. Make sure your protection is good. And like I said, like there are so many things that I just want to share with some of you all, because I'm just the type of person, like when people are good to you, when good things happen to you, you should share the goodness, right? Instead of sharing, negativity and low vibrational stuff so often. But child, I know spiritual mamming is out here, and I don't need nobody trying to come for me or Mr. Hoodoo, because of the life that we live, right? So yeah. Let me see. Did anybody have anything else that they wanted to say before I get on out of here? I wasn't gonna hold you all long. Hey, where you going? You going to Romaldo? Okay, babe. Yeah, so it's fine. Mr. Hoodoo is getting ice for his water container. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. I love how she come through. Come through. That's all I really wanted to say. Talk to you all about. And if there isn't anything else, I know. Let me look and see. And if there isn't anything else, then I'm going to let you all go. And we'll see what else is going on around these streets. Hey, Sleepy Bee. Yes, I love the purple hearts. Love the purple hearts. Yeah, so we don't do that over here. So yeah, before I go, just know that I do have another class coming up. Like I said, people have been asking me about them. Magical timing is coming up. Yes, Nicole. Yes. Magical timing is coming up. What date is that? Magical timing is April 2nd at 7 o'clock. That's a Sunday at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. We're going to go over all the things, magical timing, that's going to help you boost your workings, right? Because there's work and then there's supercharged work. And you can do that if you know how to align some things. And we're going to talk about so much more than the moon. Like, I love the moon. Shout out to the moon, right? One of our personal planets. But there are other ways to time your work. And we're going to go over all of that. So you won't have to sit and wait 2 weeks or a month for the moon to be back in phase. So you can sign up for that on my website if you so please. I will not be recording it. There will not be a playback. If that's something that you want to join in on, please do, because that is going to be, bye babe, that is going to be the basis and part of the foundation to the other classes that are coming, right? So I did spiritual cleansing, I did spiritual protection, right? I did candle magic 1, 2, and 3. So we're going into the foundations of things, right? This is magical timing. And then from there we're going to go into other stuff. So I advise you all take magical timing if that's something that you want to get into. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to hold you all here forever. Thank you all for being here, for vibing with me. Thank you, Starry Eyed, for coming up. Nyla, I know you wanted to. It's all good, babe. You know where to find me. I hope to talk to you soon, Nyla. Thanks everyone for being here. Starry Eyed, Nyla, Nicole Slade, Sleepy B, Shireen Webster. Thank you for sharing. Some of what happened to you. I know Kev had came through real quick. So thank you all for being here. If you enjoy this content, like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. And I will see you all in these YouTube streets. I love you all. Enjoy the rest of your Friday.